Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. As soon as I start talking, I just get the sensation of that I'm gonna burp. Sorry.
That's the worst feeling.
Amazing. Rip Coco.
We're all back together, continuing the letter.
And I'm pretty sure Zach and Becca think the same way. You have a nasty way of growing on people like that, and you know what? We got everything we needed in here. I'll just wipe the security recordings and we're good to go. While I'm at it, you better wipe the snot off your face. And you don't look very nice when you're balding like that.
Wow.
Smooth.
Ashton, you fucking idiot. Hastily, I gather everything. The personnel files, client documents, sales agreements, and contracts. Anything my hands could reach. In record time, all of it has been stacked in a neat pile ready for storage. I'm heading for the records room not a few seconds later. Wherever that is. It should be an easy find, unless this place is a maze of some sort, which I highly doubt. Still beats staying here and seeing the look on her face. Crap. Really, her anger's still bearable. I can take that, including the glower she sends my way.
So, yeah, I'll go get the security videos and put these back where you pulled them from. Man, these are heavy, you know?
Ash, it's just paper. You don't even know where I...
Oh, no, I can handle this. Easy as pie. And, yeah, security cams, tapes, videos.
Lord,
Cams.
someone help this poor child.
No, let him
He's
wriggle
gotta help him.
around.
Someone save him.
No, let him suffer.
Yeah, I'm off.
God.
What
That
an
is smooth as
oblivious-
sandpaper.
What an oblivious asshole. Like, I
Yeah.
thought I was bad, and then this happens. I'm like, wow, I'm actually the most observant motherfucker on the planet.
Well, don't give yourself too much credit, Buttons. Her rejection at this point? Maybe not yet. Getting the files back to BRC's archive room is a cinch. With the documents back in their proper places, I lock the door behind me, tugging it twice just to make sure. Now on to the next order of business. Removing the evidence of our little excursion in here, or at the very least, the parts showing what we've been doing during the past hour. I can't read. Can't have our faces plastered on security footage, showing us breaking the law, as it were. I'm gonna have to wipe the data for Isabella's access card entries, too. Surprisingly, finding their security room proves a breeze. What will be tricky is getting inside. The fact no one has walked out during the whole time we've been here means the room is either empty or their security's sound asleep.
Oh, is Seb dead?
Also possible.
Well, Seb is probably building security, but I imagine each individual floor for each business might have security too, so.
Mm.
I mean, I have a feeling that's what they're alluding to as opposed to Seb is dead, but what do I know?
Don't kill Seb.
Yeah, well, I do the Dream
Don't
Daddy
kill Daddy.
recording with them.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm banking more on the former. If they're cutting corners and firing agents, I have no doubt they've fired the guy stationed here, if they have anyone watching the monitors in the first place. It's a rather common thing for establishments. Just leave security recording indefinitely and only check the footage if something actually happens. Just to check, I press my ears against the door, listening for a sign of anyone occupying the room. After a long minute and nothing, I give the knob a few rattles.
Standard lock and key. Should be easy enough to pick.
Just use your feet. Just kick the door down. You're used to breaking locks. Sorry, he'll forever be dragged about that.
Yeah.
It's just fucking excessive. We have lockpick sets, but those are only to be used if necessary and with a search warrant. Even then, it's a skill set rarely needed. Subtlety isn't on a cop's priority if they have authority to search the premises. Bolt cutters and brute force are the favored methods. If those fail, we call a locksmith. Me, I prefer the good old hairpin trick when those options aren't available. Besides, they're easy to hide and store for emergencies. Wow. Wow. Running my hand through my hair, I pull a pair of bobby pins.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard.
The fact that Ashton would be one to use bobby pins in his hair is more just, I'm flabbergasted.
Okay, I gotta see if they address something before I make a smartass comment, so.
Alright. 2 of these and I can just about open any standard lock. One makes a lever and the other makes a handle. I won't call it a complex skill, but it certainly takes time and a lot of practice to successfully pick a lock. Good thing I've practiced with them for a bit in my college years. I learned more when they were accessible and standard issue for law enforcement officer. What? A wiggle here, a click there, and I managed to seize all the pins in the locking mechanism soon enough. With a slight turn of the knob, the security room's ripe for the picking.
Okay, so they didn't address it. That really bothers me when they talk about using hairpins for lockpicking, because you actually have to take the little plastic parts on the ends off, because they will get caught when you're pushing it through the mechanism and won't let the pins properly pop. So in order to actually get it, you have to bend the one bobby pin so it makes an L. That becomes your handle. The other one goes straight, and you use the straight part to pick the lock.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yay! Breaking and entering!
Buttons is actually a criminal. Yay!
Listen,
Yeah.
there's nothing more
It's on YouTube.
thrilling and also depressing than having to break into your own house multiple times.
I never had to use that method because when we had a mail slot, my arm was thin enough that I could put it through the mail slot, reach up and unlock the door.
The ultimate
See, for
in-depth
me-
technology.
See, for me,
Coco.
I just knew how to get into the house through alternative entrances. I didn't have to pick locks. I just knew
I once-
which doors were unlocked.
I once had to pick my bedroom door
I've had to do that.
Wow.
because my sister accidentally left the keys inside.
Okay, at least it was like an accident.
I also once managed to slip in to someone's car through a slightly opened window.
Holy shit,
Oh my
Coco.
God.
I
I
had
was a
to.
contortionist confirmed.
And
When
these are the advantages to being a small person.
When I was like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, my dad or my mom, I don't know, I don't remember who forgot the keys for the house or something. So we actually, they pushed me through like the window in the kitchen. It was like one of those small high windows, and I was there like going all Mission Impossible.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mom had to bust. I don't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Evan or I kind of think it was Evan who locked himself in the bathroom And
I was
feel
waiting
like,
for you to say bathroom.
yeah, he locked himself in the bathroom, and most people I feel like just get the spare key. My mom just like fucking ninja the entire doorknob off, and I'm still not entirely sure how. Probably because I was about 8, but I feel like that's an impressive skill when in a matter of 3 seconds you can remove a doorknob to free your distraught toddler.
That
Super
just,
mom.
that just reminds me of the Vine. I believe it was Adam Gilby. His cat managed to lock itself in the bathroom.
But-
And then on top of it, in its panic, it like managed to pull out a drawer which stopped the door from opening.
Oh my
So
god.
even when they got the door unlocked, they like literally had to like take the door off of its hinges just to get the cat out because the cat was
Wow.
freaking out inside. It's just like, oh, poor baby, poor stupid baby.
No, back in high school, like we used to open the classroom doors to get inside because we didn't want to sit on the hallway.
Wow. All right, buttons.
Yes.
Do you want to read?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the only reason y'all keep me around.
Yep.
While gathering what they found, Ashton accidentally brought up Isabella's father, who had apparently passed away the day before. Suddenly, her reasons for trying to fix this mess became clear to him. In his attempt to comfort her, he ended up almost admitting something he's not yet ready to put to words. Because he is a pussy. Confirmed.
Oh, this isn't a setup for something creepy at all. Nope.
No,
No way.
no, not at all.
I'm so hyped.
I don't
This
like
is
the
like-
sentence.
This is such a good... Oh! Yeah, dude. There's definitely a dead body around there.
Oh, I didn't even look at the sentence. I was just looking at hands on keyboard.
Yeah, get ready for that QTE.
The room's odor hits me first, a sharp, nauseating scent, as if someone has accidentally spilled a gallon of bleach in the room.
Accidentally.
When was the last time they opened this place?
Ugh, this place
Okay.
smells awful. Jesus, it's worse than the forensics lab on a bad day.
This is probably because of a badly botched effort to clean the place up. Even in the dark, I can spy dark stains on the walls.
Interesting. Can I just say I would be worried if I suddenly got into a room and it smelled like a forensics lab.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were worried
Just a
when you looked
little.
over and saw the bone in the trash can and you were like, yeah. Like, also, how do you fucking miss that when, like, if you're cleaning up a dead body, imagine the amount of bleach that you've used, especially if it's like carpet, that would reek through the door.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's also ash, so I mean,
Yep.
True.
I really don't have the time to try and play, is this ketchup or soda right now? But I have this strange gut feeling who the mess might belong to. As expected, no security personnel mans the office's CCT controls, and the standalone DVR setup is open for anyone. Normally, I'd have a heap of things to say about this sloppy security setup, but right now their negligence makes the whole task of erasing evidence easier.
So now
No
you're
fuss,
not
no
gonna
muss.
talk about the creepy shadow.
what? No.
Or the creepy body outside.
Right?
The next one should be the access card data. Hopefully getting into their computer won't be too much of a hassle. Everything up to now has been smooth sailing. There have been hiccups, I'll give it that, though it does nothing to dampen the good mood I'm in. I know it'll dampen your good mood.
Right?
Once I shift my attention to the machine sitting next to the DVR setup, all of it swiftly evaporates. I'm no computer buff, but I can definitely recognize one more than a decade old. Simply looking at it makes me feel younger.
That's easy. Just put a fucking magnet on it, dipshit.
Yeah, that'll take care of your problem. With a heavy sigh, I powered it up and mentally prepare myself for a slow slug. Slow, apparently, remains an understatement here. What is it, a fucking Apple II or something? God. It takes a whole 3 minutes for the thing to start up. The OS hasn't even started loading, and in my boredom, I start inspecting the live feeds from the cams. Only two work. One for the view outside, everything seems to be in order there, and the other for the main workspace where... It's a fleeting glimpse, a cursory glance, but the sight of it stops me. The image is a bit blurry, but standing there, right
Oh,
in the
good.
middle
Here
of the
we go.
room, by one of the cubicles, I can make out the form of a... Yep, there it is.
Yeah, there's her lilt.
I don't get too far into that line of thought.
I love how the audio was working fine for the previous episodes, but now that the creepy stuff's going down, I'm being left alone again.
Yep.
Get wrecked.
Now, a few seconds after my words have slipped out, without any sort of warning, while I'm still trying to make sense of what it is, the figure moves.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, fucking get wrecked, dude. That's gonna be a face right in the camera.
ah!
Yep.
A moment of paralysis hits me when she stops right in front of the camera. Like a damn rookie, I go still in the face of danger. I definitely haven't been trained to handle the supernatural, and this is one, isn't it? And
Well, glad to see that. At least when you see it, you're like, okay, it's a thing.
oh, fuck. Her eyes bore into me, the malice in them piercing. Even beyond the screen, it's enough to make me go numb. Only the mug crashing to the floor when my hand accidentally takes a swipe at it snaps me out of the trance, reminding me that I'm not the only one here.
Well, you are now.
Isabella. It seems she hasn't noticed anything. Am I the only one seeing this? In any case, whatever's happening, I have to get her out. Gathering my wits, I quickly reach for my phone. It takes all but 2 seconds before she answers, but there's no time for relief.
Ashton? Did you really have to call? We're practically on the same floor.
Get out of there.
Yeah, that wasn't the best voice acting right there.
What?
That line was delivered very poorly.
Oh, recreate it.
Get out of there. It was so
And-
monotone.
Out. Get out. I'll meet you in the elevator. Just
You're creeping me out, Ash.
get yourself out of that place now.
Without a second thought, I back away from the controls, from the room, ready to be done with this place. But before my foot even moves, she disappears.
Son of a.
Are you sure?
Oh, hell!
Oh,
Yeah! I'm so excited!
Ah, it's the Ringu! I'm sorry, I had to. Just fucking straight out of the ring.
Samara is
Exactly. It looks like her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a little less
Pretty much.
swamp covered, but you know, a little less algae, more
Maybe they're
rot.
related.
Maybe.
Twin.
God, her eyes are freaking me the fuck out. Ugh.
So good.
They're like super buggy in this image. Holy shit.
Sounds like she hanged or something.
Instinct instantly takes over and my hand quickly reaches for the gun at my side.
Yeah, it's been really.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? You gonna shoot her? You gonna shoot the TV? Good job, Ashton. Only to meet empty air. A mistake that cost me a few precious seconds while the paperwork I've brought with me threatens to scatter everywhere at the same time. Gathering everything and myself once more, with no weapon to protect myself, my sense of self-preservation kicks in next and I lunge towards the door. I sprint across the office without daring to look back. Isabella's already waiting in front of the elevators by the time I make it out of their office.
Oh,
Not the
I'm praying for creepy
elevators!
elevator scene. Yeah.
Like,
In
why
case of
would you go?
emergency, use the stairs.
Yeah?
In case of emergency, eat a dick. I want a creepy elevator scene.
You! Worry creases her eyebrows upon glancing at me, but I don't have time to answer the question in her eyes. As soon as I reach her, I grab her arm, practically throw the two of us into the open elevator, and slam the button for the ground floor.
Oh
Have
no.
none of you seen horror movies?
A sigh of relief escapes me when the elevator starts its descent.
Wait, who
Don't
here
look
has
up.
seen the Silent Hill movie, the first
Nope.
one?
I have.
That's
Who
what
played
I'm-
Silent
that-
Hill 2.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
I've seen
Okay.
2, actually.
One of the best creepy horror scenes in anything I've ever seen that they copied for the movie, but's in Silent Hill 2. At least I think it's the first movie. Is when James Sunderland is in the elevator,
Mm-hmm.
and as the elevator stops, Pyramid Head's blade comes through the door.
Yeah, that was in the first movie. I remember that.
Yeah. That's one of the best ones I've ever seen. They also copied it for Homecoming, but it was fucking stupid because Homecoming is garbage. But anyway.
That's true.
Oh god, I will bitch about that for a literal episode. So let's
No, don't.
yeah, let's go.
The clicking noise fades off into the distance. Beside me, Isabella shifts, moving the stack of papers under her arm while she takes in my appearance. Concerns in her eyes, though all I offer her is a small gesture of my hand while I attempt to compose myself. Breathe. In, out.
Why are we in such a hurry?
We need to get out of this place. Did you get everything?
Yeah, it's all here. But really, you don't look too good. What's wrong, Ash?
I'll be fine. Just... I was in the security room. There's... From the monitors, there was a fucking...
Oh no, we shouldn't be here. You hit the wrong fucking button, you idiot. The rest of what I'm about to say dies on my tongue when the elevator stops and the doors open to... There's a moment's pause when we both take in our surroundings. Confusion's understandably there.
Oh, come on! They should just replace this whole thing.
No, I'm quite sure I pressed for the ground floor.
Right? But it's just as Isabella said, the elevator always did have problems when I visited in the past. Often, she becomes so angry whenever we try to get to her floor, and she'll have to repeatedly mash the button for the elevator to even move.
If an elevator is malfunctioning even in a remotely small way, don't ever use it. That should be like tied up with
Yeah.
caution tape.
We had one,
Yeah, also building management should be handling that.
we had one in where I went to college. There was a library that was the first building on campus, so it was 400 years old, decrepit, repaired, supposedly haunted, all that fun stuff. And because of the age of the building, they could only do so much with the elevator that was installed. And it would do that shit all the time. It was the most infuriating thing. Like, you'd press a button, the door would close, and then it would just open again and be like, "You're here." It's like, no, I'm not, though.
I hate elevators.
I've
Me
gotten
too.
stuck in one, and I'm just like, oh, good, nobody can bother me. This is great.
How tall was the building?
The one for the library was only 5 floors.
Oh, okay. That's when it's only 5 floors, that's not exactly that terrifying. I mean, it's still going to be bad if it drops, but imagine being in a building that has 54 floors and you get stuck on floor 48
Mm-mm.
or between 48 and 47. If that elevator fucking drops, nobody's surviving.
That's what's called a lawsuit.
It's Tower of Terror, but worse.
Oh, I loved the Tower of Terror ride. I begged.
It's
I
gone.
made Mom wait in line with me for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. It was, I will admit, it was a fun ride. I'm sad that the Disney California one is gone. They still have it in Orlando,
Florida.
from what I understand. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
This is about to be a Tower of Terror.
That was always good for a laugh. I wasn't too worried then. Now,
Take the stairs, dipshit.
from
It's only-
distance. What?
It's only 8 floors. Why didn't you just take the fucking stairs?
Oh, you know what? I bet you the doors have security locks on it, and because Seb let them in, they can only use the elevator. The elevator might be the only thing powered.
Could be.
Could be.
I mean, I would imagine
no
that
security.
the stairwell would have a security lock to get out of it, because usually with those buildings, they don't security lock to get in the emergency stairwell. Since, I mean, imagine if there's a fire on your floor and you're trying to escape the fire, and you fucking have to tap your badge to go through. It's like, no, fuck that. We're gonna let you in the security stairwell, but you're not getting off until we hit the bottom floor. If you want to get off before then, you gotta tap your badge to get out. At least that's how they do
I'm
it in my
trying to
building.
think.
Let's,
Yeah, I
let's
think
finish
that's
up
how
this
ours
scene
is,
though,
too.
because like we're pausing in the middle of, you
Yeah.
know, an event.
Yeah. From the distance, beyond the light's reach, the noise echoes in my ears along with the rapid pounding in my chest. Isabel stiffens and her eyes grow wide at the sound. Gingerly, she reaches up to grab the hem of my sleeve and grips it hard, tight enough for her fingernails to dig through. Her eyes search wildly for the source of the sound while I stand protectively in front of her.
Ash, did you hear that?
Anyone there?
Fucking. Oh, Ash did.
I can hear you moving
Oh.
from here. Show yourself.
You are actually a dipshit.
No response.
How did you make it through the cop academy?
Well, it's only a 6-month crash course, so what do you expect?
And where
Anyway,
did he crash?
let's not detour again,
Wait,
please.
6 months?
No response, only the soft sound of something scurrying around the floor and the walls in slow, deliberate movements. Faint, though still audible enough in this hush. Until it stops.
I don't like it.
Rip in pieces.
A moment.
We need to go, Ash. We have to.
And then... This time, I'm certain it isn't my imagination. Against my training, my whole body freezes. Hands stilling mid-press on the button, eyes growing wide while waiting for any sort of movement from further back, and ears straining for the source of the sound. I can't even offer Isabella any reassurances. Much as I hate to admit it, dread has seeped into every nerve in my body. And the blasted elevator still won't work.
This isn't in my fucking training manual.
Ash, Ash, we need to leave. I know that sound. Ash, please, get the elevator.
Sorry. I know it's an intense situation, but this isn't in my fucking training manual. It's like, generally, oh my god. Hey
Oh.
guys, look in the distance.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
nice.
Go away. Go away. Holy shit, she's crawling. She looks like a spider. It's
I know. The
I think you-
spideriness is actually really getting me.
Yeah, no, stop.
Another series of shuffling against the ground, a laughter, and all of a sudden she's just there.
Oh, you ready for QTE, Coco?
No.
Like a twist.
No.
spider. She stares at us, a look of hunger in her eyes and venom in the twisted manner she smiles.
I'm going down.
I don't want to play this game anymore. Stop talking about spiders, you fuck.
Spiders.
God damn it, Jimmy! It was bad enough dealing with Virginia in the forest.
God, oh.
Talk about horrifying. A glee she has well earned when we're damn flies that have been dropped right into the spider's web. I thought it said files, and I'm like,
Yes, the dreaded secretary spider.
yeah.
But
8 legs for filing.
8 legs for
Late night letter recording, yeah!
yeah. This would have been even worse if we were drunk. Thank God we're never gonna do that. Without warning, she moves, mocking me with each unhurried crawl she takes, knowing that I'm at her mercy.
Fucking hell!
Ashton, the door! The door!
Our lives are in the hands of a crumbing elevator, literally hanging between life and death. We're not going to die here. Not in a damn elevator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, God.
God.
Oh God, what the fuck?
Wait. Oh. I can't see the screen. It's cut off.
God.
It's
Oh,
not
God.
in full
It's
screen.
6,
Do
9,
I have
1.
to?
1, 8, 6, 5, 3. 1, 8,
Okay.
6. 6. No.
6, 4, 5,
6,
7, 2.
4,
Oh, no.
Well, we're dead.
Oh, wow. That sucks that it cut off, though, because, that's a
Yeah.
QTE.
Alright, well, we know.
Oh, well, at least it puts us back here. That's nice.
Yeah, it's one of those
Yeah,
deaths.
okay. Let me see if I can full screen for a second.
Maybe that's the reason why the sound isn't working either.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright. Alright, can you guys still see? Everything fine?
Yep.
Alright.
Still can't hear, but we can at least see it.
Yep.
So you have to hit each one.
3, 9, 6, 8, 1. Oh, 1, 4, 8, 9, 3.
Oh shit!
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Have
You
fucking
can do it.
fun.
You can do it. Oh shit. 5, 2, 9, 3, 6. 3, 9, 1. Oh no, no. Fuck.
That's rough. Can you use the numpad?
That's what I was using before and it wasn't working. That's part of the reason I was
So you have to
confused.
press each of the buttons. Fuck.
Yeah, alright, someone read them out to me.
All right, I can do that. 5, 1, 7, 3, 8. 1, 5, 3, 6, 8. 8, 6, 7, 2, 9. 2, 5, 3, 4, 8. No, 2, 1.
Jesus
Fuck!
Christ.
What the shit? Okay, so I don't think it's gonna work for us reading that because we have delay.
Yeah.
1, 3, 6, 8, 5. 4, 2, 7, 3, 1.
7, 3, 1.
7, 6, 9, 2, 4. 6, 7, 2, 3, 8. 5, 1, 3, 7, 4.
7, 4. Why?
Okay,
Why?
4.
I don't know. Like
Six.
one keeps.
Hmm?
Like I'm pressing the buttons, but it seems like maybe I have to like repeat some of them.
That doesn't make much sense.
No, I think you just have to press them before they run out of time.
7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
And not
6,
press the
5,
wrong
1,
button.
9, 2.
8, 9, 2, 5, 7. 1, 8, 3, 5, 2. 2, 5, 8, 4, 3. Nope.
Yeah, I'm skipping this one.
She speeds
Yeah.
up at the end.
I'm wondering if there is a
You can hit tab to skip the QTE.
Yeah.
but I was wondering if it's maybe like a key binding thing.
Let me try the numpad again, just to see. Yeah, no, the numpad doesn't work.
Alright, okay.
79461 73182 96752 175. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this out there though. After like the first 3 times of being scared, that animation's really funny.
A little bit. As if a divine power has heard me swearing up a storm in my head, the doors close just as that thing looms near. Soon the elevator, the blasted thing, is headed up. Isabella's knees buckle in relief. In 2 ticks, she's hugging herself without any care for the mess of papers and folders she's dropped on the floor in her panic. She draws in one ragged breath after another, each one brimming with nothing but relief. And this is the most tired I've been in my whole damn life. Not during training, when my superior first asked me to drop 100, not after a stakeout, but after smashing a fucking elevator button repeatedly. I slump to the ground beside her, worn out, but I don't let myself feel relief again, not until we're out of here. Isabella seems to be of the same mind as she looks at me. Still, I find myself sharing a shaky laugh with her.
We're okay. We're fine. Right?
And with that, we will leave this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.